Hello!
Hello.
Hello. Episode 15 of Adventures in Exandria. Brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. And the recap will be brought to you by Who, which is Mr. Elliot Avison.
Oh, Jesus. Right. Can I have your notes, please? I just need to start me off. Start me off. There you go.
You
right,
started at the pub that you were in Nicodranas, which is named something.
The Siren Sip.
Oh yeah.
No.
That's from Faye.
So we go. Oh, I remember. So we start off in the Siren Sip, and then we decide
the
Siren Sip.
we
Not
go
the Siren
to
the Cork and Crest.
So
Cork and Crest
sorry.
is the name of the pub. Right?
The Cork and Crest, and then we decide we're going to go to the Blasted Barrel, and when we're there, I had a conference call. There was a bar fight started with I can't remember the name of
Fiona.
Fiona. So and there's a big scrap in the bar, and yeah, it all got a bit crazy. And we'll come back to that in a second. Meanwhile, Rev disappeared off to go to a temple. He got to the temple of the Raven Queen, or so we think, and he's escorted down into the dungeon and meets a giant pool of blood with a giant statue of the Raven Queen above, and he descends into the pool of blood, and he has some visions and spooky shit. I can't remember a huge amount about it, but that is what I remember. And then I believe Pete's character go off and do something too?
No,
that
I
was
did.
last time.
I was in the temple. Of the
Oh yeah,
Moon
you went to another temple. I can't remember what you did.
I just sat and prayed and did some shit, you know.
Oh right, yeah, that's.
Didn't
why I
find
can't
any
remember
answers. Tried to question about my vision.
And then we all met up
To
at
ask
the
my
pub,
friends.
and we decided that we were going to go to see. We were going to go and see Gwendolyn's parents, and then we're going to go to Port Damali, because we believe we can. That there's some spider which is connected to Meira, and we're making some weird tenuous link with her being called the spider with this vision of a spider that Gwendolyn has had. I believe that's everything, but I'm sorry, that wasn't the most succinct.
Pretty much,
And
yes.
Weird.
There's parts about the meeting with Fiona explains to Spike that
Pirate Island.
her uncle could potentially be on Dark Toe.
Sorry, I
which is
forgot about that.
apparently the island where most of the piracy is led from.
A volcano on
this
it.
area of the world.
Might have a volcano on it.
We guessed.
Yeah, it may, but that's completely up to you.
Conjecture.
Cool. So, you ended the session falling asleep, getting the benefits of a long rest, and then waking up in the Cork and Crest. So that is where we will pick up, and I'll pick you up in Nicodranas, and I'll play some music. It is the morning. Let's cities.
Go to get into my Irish accent. It's been a while. I tried practicing Welsh accents, but it wasn't happening. So you're just
I love that you tried though. That's good.
Go that way. I tried, and I was like,
Maybe Gwen spent a long period like away from home at like boarding
I never
school
did.
or something.
This is the first time I've ever been away from my family, so.
Maybe
she
not.
put it on the second she left the door.
Maybe she's one of those people who got, like some people like have like a stroke and then they wake up with a different accent. Maybe that's
like that. Like that English woman that's never left uptown in the north but speaks the Chinese accent. Which
that one.
Oh,
really happy. I want to be ninja.
Yeah, so maybe that's what happened to Gwen.
Chinatown.
Yeah, maybe.
An incurable accent change.
Yeah.
Yes, you are in the Cork and Crest. It is the morning, and you all descend. What are you doing?
Alright, top of the morning to you all. Where we're heading?
What? I think we're going to Gwen's parents, right, man? Is that right?
I think
Yeah.
so.
Should I send like a runner ahead to let them know?
Is it
Do
not like a
people-
day or so? Is it like a while?
Do people do
It's like
that? Send a runner
So fuck-
ahead?
I don't know.
Like
That's what I
a long
was.
fucking way to run. Isn't it like a day and a half or some shit?
Yeah, but messengers got to get somewhere, right?
Be really.
They might
need-
get there like a little bit before us.
Imagine if we had
Are you
like
already
little
welcome or
tablets.
something?
No, not at all. I just don't want us, if they're cooking dinner, I need one to make sure they've got enough for all of us.
I think in the absence of small tablet-sized devices which you can send small messages instantaneously, I think we should probably just head over.
Well, we had like owls or something to send messages. That'd be
This is
handy.
D&D, not Harry Potter.
Harry who?
I don't know.
Who are you talking about?
The words just came to my mouth.
Alright, well, I mean,
We're gonna
yeah.
have a breakfast. We're
Yeah,
gonna
let's
just
have
leave without
breakfast, and then we
Jesus
can-
Christ.
It's kind of
Oh,
savagery, isn't it? man?
Jesus Christ.
I think he's made of Harry Potter.
Who is Harry Potter?
Don't
Our
know.
Lord and Saviour.
Don't know, man.
Lord and Saviour.
Probably pals with Frodo Baggins.
I've heard of that Frodo, actually.
Oh shit. Maybe this is the other land. Maybe this is the...
Oh, they've got a volcano, haven't they? Maybe we need to go there.
Segue into Middle Earth. That's right, Dodge. You're coming on our journey.
But yeah.
You thought you were the DM, but we are the DM.
I built this place. I can burn it to the ground at any time.
Oh, but we've done that before.
You like the picture, Dodge? I don't think I've seen this picture before. It looks really great.
Have you not?
This one before.
We had this
This
one
is
last
yeah.
time,
Oh.
This is
I can't remember it. It looks really awesome.
this is Nico Dran. This is
I
the
can
first
tell.
picture I generated for the campaign. To be fair, because I thought you were going to start here, but then I changed my mind.
It looks awesome.
Right.
Oh, cool.
Right.
Thanks,
Well,
Mid Journey.
let's have a drink. No, not drink. Having a breakfast. I think I don't know. Tea.
6 Jaeger bombs.
No.
I mean, I'm gay.
No, Spike.
No? No? Jaeger? Jaeger?
I don't know
No?
where you put it all away, to be honest, Spike.
That's
Like
this,
go into your hair or something.
I'm just, got a halfling constitution. Just, made to be a rock star. What can I say?
Tactical Chanders.
That too, man. That too.
Big up
Alright,
the
well,
tacticals.
Oh,
are we all here?
Where the fuck are our horses? What do we do with our horses? Do we stable them or
I
something?
think we
You
stabled
did.
them. We stabled
Yeah.
them, yeah.
You stay with them for a week, as well as storage with the cart as well. So yeah, they're currently stabled for a week, which is 2 days. So you've still got like 5 days left.
Right.
Oh,
Why don't we let's order some breakfast and let's get a map out and let's decide where we're gonna go.
Yes.
I think we decided partially last night, but we slept on it. Maybe we'll make better decisions today.
I think the decisions we made were fine, no?
Well, I think it would be nice to just run over that just in case some of us had forgotten overnight.
How long do you plan on running over that for?
A few wee moments.
Breakfast is served by the Goliath bartender, who is the female bartender with the massive face tattoo. And that is all done. We'll just say it's included with the room, because why not? And then
Nice.
your plans are yours. What would you like to do?
is there anyone else in the bar with us, or is it just us?
There's a couple of patrons who are also staying here, but they seem pretty disinterested in you.
So if we head up to Gwendolyn's parents and then we're going to Port de Marley, is that
Aye.
the plan?
Yeah, I wonder if I nip down to the port in Nicodranas now before we go, we can just double check that when we get back there'll be a ship ready. So we can
That's
go
a good.
straight away. Because ships might be, I don't know, I've never sorted out a ship before from here.
Well, I'm sure there'll be a private charter, but if there's a boat already going, it'll be probably a lot cheaper to do it that way.
Well, we could do it when we come back.
It
Because we
seems
don't
like
know how long we're going to be with.
We can always go to the dock the dockman and see whether or not you.
We can double check how regularly ships come in from Port de Marley. If they're like a daily occurrence or a weekly occurrence.
What's it?
Yeah, I mean, maybe there's like one fucking ship a week or something, some shit like that. Maybe we need to like.
We might as well try and establish that, and then if there's one in like 4 days' time, we can make sure we're back to catch it. I mean, it's worth asking.
Do it.
Maybe we can like totally ask about pirates as well. Do you reckon that's a thing? We can ask about the pirates, see what the vibe is, the pirate vibe. Kind of intrigued now.
I think
that you can't really just ask about drugs. I don't think you can really just ask about.
Yeah.
Take a bomb to
How the fuck am I meant to find this dark Tower Island then? I mean,
at a Zeppelin rally. It's not something that you say.
Spike looks really crestfallen at this.
Where are we going?
Port de Marley
No, Kate's home.
by a lake. Isn't it?
Yes, by a lake. It's I can't remember
It's
what it's.
not on the coast.
No, it's not on the coast. I'm afraid it's slightly inland. Here we go. It's this one down here.
Okay.
I'd say let's finish this breakfast and let's get going.
Agreed.
Because we could charter a private boat to like here, get it to wait for us for a day, and then go back to it and just go straight to Port de Marley, depending on the cost.
But surely, if we go off the fishing lanes, we're more likely to be confronted by pirates.
I also don't know if there's not a appropriate port or landing there, then we won't be able to get a boat from there.
You can get a small boat or a larger boat.
Yeah, we probably can't get like a small boat that then can go up the river and then across the sea. Probably different types of boats, right?
What river? Sorry.
Is it a lake? Is it a lake?
Lake.
I'm sorry. I thought it was connected. Don't know.
I would think that we should probably just stick to the original plan, because I wonder if that's what the gods have planned for us.
You can do whatever you want.
No, I know. I'm just aware that the gods might have had quite a lot of planning time since
The gods spend their entire life planning this game.
I'm going to get out of jail for you guys. I'm going to go to the chocolate shop.
Look, okay, I'll be real. The gods plan for basically everything. Oh no, that's wrong. But for near enough everything in like around this area. If you go outside of this area, then I may be winging it. But and then like technically also kind of this area. But after that, you're sort of well, we can YOLO it from that point.
All right, let's
That's
take
what
a
we
horse down.
said we were going to do last time, and we seem to be changing our plan after settling on our plan from last session.
You know, if you decide to buy a teleport to fucking, I don't know, Islecross, then we may run into some issues. I might have to end the session early, but
Let's do it. Let's go.
yeah, we'll figure it out.
Let's go by land. It's much faster by land. Sea's really cumbersome and dangerous.
Mm.
Let's head south. Let's finish our breakfast. Head south. Use those horses we spent all that money on. Let's get moving.
Point of note: you have 3 horses, I believe.
Yes.
You will not be able to take the cart. Well, you could try, but there is no set road, as per se, to get to the Astral Infirmary. So you'll be running across hills and plains, basically.
Maybe we should like hire some other horses from the stable place. We got 3. We need a few more.
I mean,
Leave the car there.
I'm happy to ride.
I'm sure I would have ridden a couple of times just working on the farm.
Spike, I wonder if as a halfling you might be able to hitch a ride on the back of someone's horse.
Yeah, probably. I'm only small.
We could probably get 2 people on each horse, right? Save a bit of cash.
We've got so much fucking cash, man. Don't be such a tight ass.
Come on, poor horses.
I'm
I'm pretty heavy, to be honest.
I think we can put Spike on, but I don't know if we could get 2 full-grown adults and all the rest of them.
Yeah.
Seems a bit posh. Let's go and pick up our horses and see if they've got any spare.
I thought we were going to go to the docks and check the boat situation.
Nah, we're going by land.
No, as in like for Damali.
Oh. Well, why don't we split the party then? So 3 of us go get some horses, 3 of us go to the port.
Is he going to the docks?
We'll meet at the.
Hello to me. Right, let's do it.
Alright.
All right.
Who's going where?
I'll go to,
Right.
Port
Dock
Somali.
team.
Not Port Somali.
Doc team.
Okay, we'll go with Dock team first, which appears to be Meira and Spike. You head over towards the dock area. It is busy, as always, especially in the mornings, with people loading up all manners of ships. There are many sort of like mechanical cranes moving up, putting boxes that seem to be heavy on top of boats. Many deckhands working and running around. What are you looking for in particular?
Someone who. I don't have like.
Is there a harbour master's office or
tourist
something?
Ships
Yeah,
that is like, you
there's a
can see
dock
where
master.
they're going.
Say that again.
You know when you go on like a tourist boat trip for a day, there's like a little sign for the boat that's like.
So,
Yeah, they're all
Most-
signs all lined up on the dock.
passenger transport, like specific passenger transport, is fairly rare. Most of the trade, most of the things done like through this port is trade of goods. Your best bet for 6 of you is probably just to try and ask a boat that trades and is going to Port Tamale if you could, purchase your way on, or hire some sort of private vessel. Those are really your kind of options, I guess. But regardless, to a dockmaster, that would be very well signposted. Be right on the end of the dock. You walk up. There will be an office at the front with a woman sat behind it who kind of looks up to you as you enter like this fairly small wooden building. There's a person who's in front of you signing some papers, and she will say, "Yes, can I help you, dears?"
Looking to head towards Port Damali sort of next week, like 6 days, 5-6 days time. And we're wondering if there's like regular crossover we wanted to go on a cargo ship or with other passenger boats, or if we wanted to go, there's 6 of us, if we needed to commission a private vessel. We're happy to do either, just interested.
We would have no passenger travel for quite a while going to Port Tamale, especially not within the 6 days you're looking for. So your best bet would be to either speak to one of the trading ships that is going that way, or to try and hire a private vessel. We can certainly get in contact with some captains to make that trip if you're willing to pay the fees.
Yeah, can you give us a quote?
I would not. It would be up to the captain of either of the ships to negotiate the fare for the 6 of you to go. I imagine they would vary based on size and how much work would be willing to be done.
Hey lady, which ships are going that direction? You mentioned some trade ships or some shit.
When you said in 5 to 6 days, it's hard due to the frequency of ships coming in and out. It would be hard to exactly know. Travel by sea isn't set in stone. People arrive days late, maybe months late. They get sidetracked. Some unfortunately get lost. It would be a case of a ship that is here in port and loading, and then you were to hire them at that point.
Is it like regular back and forth between Nicodranas and Port Damali? Is that like a usual route for?
There are many ships that kind of hit all of the ports along the Menagerie Coast on their way.
Cool. I think we should just check back in a few days when we're back and work it out then.
If you're coming back yes, it would be better. You trying to, as you'd say, reserve a spot on a ship is going to be difficult when ships don't move on a regular schedule.
Cool.
Unlike some of the sky ships that would, these are slightly different.
I've never travelled on a ship before. Is piracy a problem?
It can be.
Shit. Even by the coast.
Less so by the coast, but out at the heart of sea, ships that unfortunately go astray in storms and stuff, they can be succumb to piracy, especially as they head towards the east. No,
Oh shit.
the west.
I've heard some pirates. Pirates are pretty vicious, man. I don't really want to get swept up with that. Haven't they got some kind of island or some shit? Like, is that a thing? Did I hear that somewhere? I feel like I heard that in a pub somewhere. There's some kind of like pirate island. Is that real?
I don't know the details, but there are rumours of piracy going on in the islands to the west, yes.
Ah, shit, well, it's a good thing we're not going anywhere near there.
You should be relatively safe heading from Nicodranus to Port Damali. It's a well-known route and stays far away from any of that kind of darkness.
Yeah. Oh, well, thanks. You've been super helpful. We'll maybe see you in a few days.
No problem.
Lenny.
Let's bounce. Meira, let's go.
And bounce you do. And then Team Haas, which is everyone else. You arrive at the same stables where you have stabled your 3 horses and cart for the time being.
Where's our horses?
Just kind of looks up at you.
They're all gone.
Frozen.
I guess we go and get the horses. Do people want to buy more horses, or are we just going with 3?
I don't need a horse. I much prefer to track on foot.
Could have a horse.
I'm thinking about the terrain we're about to encounter. Maybe horses aren't going to be always the most...
What do I know about the terrain?
You may find bits of dirt path, but realistically you're kind of travelling along the wilds.
On the fields.
Yeah. It's relatively devoid of relatively devoid of like harsh terrain. Like there's no real forest or anything. You come across is basically just plains, yeah.
Right, so you would be able to get a horse through there.
Yeah, you should be able to, yeah, without much issue.
Well, to be honest, I mean, I think you would be able to get a horse through there. It's just mostly fields. There just aren't many tracks. It's not like a forest or anything.
Right. Okay, fine. Well,
if you want a horse, obviously. If you don't want a horse, then that's fine.
are we going to be galloping or are you going to be trotting? What's the plan?
Wow.
How far can you jog?
I could jog quite well, actually.
For a whole day? Alright.
Yes, I'm an elf, half elf. I like doing this. It's my kind of thing. Drinking, fucking running.
You planning to run along
Talking shit.
You're really
Right.
great at talking
Right,
shit.
so why don't we just get a horse for everyone? If I don't want to go on it, then they can run on its own.
Alright.
Right, just do it. Just get on with it. Let's just get on with the horse thing.
So you're planning to buy 3 more horses, is that?
Yeah.
Rent.
Rent's gonna be okay. We'll roleplay this out. As you approach, it's like, yes, you've come to collect your horses. I see.
Yes.
Yes.
Please. And possibly buy some more.
Very well. How many are you looking for?
I think 3. How much would that be?
3 horses. Here's he looks up the price for a horse. 3 horses, 225 gold pieces.
That's for 3 horses, guys. That's not that bad.
Jesus.
In the real world, horses are worth.
The real world? What are you talking about? Where are we now?
In the real horse world, when you really
Am I not real?
the horse racing world.
The fuck are you talking about?
Well, they do horse racing here, don't they?
Do pig racing?
And horse racing. Anyway, is it possible to kind of borrow a few horses, to rent a couple of horses? Do you do horse renting? His head moved.
My internet got out. That was weird. Okay.
I just thought you just go possessed.
Exorcism moment.
That was so weird. It was just like, is it possible to bot? I was like,
I think it's Discord. I think it's Discord because my internet got screwed up too. Then.
oh, okay, maybe it is Discord. I was going to say, because I didn't really just get disconnected from everything else.
Is it possible to rent a horse? Do you do that? I feel like it seems silly to buy a horse, so we're about to go on a boat, and then we're going to have to ship the horses around with us. I think you've frozen again, Master, off the docks.
Oh, this is bullshit. Is Discord
There we
still
go.
fucking up here?
Yeah.
Froze there for a second. I didn't know whether you were thinking about it.
Yeah.
No.
I'm really waiting. I can't wait for the answer to this question.
3 hours later, we negotiate the horses. He would say, how about you buy the horses and then you could possibly return them at a later date?
Will you buy them back at the same price?
As long as they're still fit and healthy and you haven't... I mean, at a reasonable price, I would say, yes.
This sounds like a con to me.
I don't
Well, it's
think...
up to you. Do you want the horses or do you not?
I mean, let's not insult him. He's looking after our horses. All right. I don't know. I mean, I'm happy to walk.
Would like to spend
But
a couple
I'm
of
also
minutes
happy to buy
reviewing
horses.
these horses, though. If we're going to buy them we're going to spend any money on them, I want to make sure they're not lame or about to die.
Let me take a pick.
I go round each horses and I find the 3 best horses.
Yeah, I mean, without much issue. They're all pretty good. They're all riding like stallions. They're all like, whatever the female word for horses, which I'm blanking on. Yeah,
Meh.
they seem to be a pretty good stock. Did you say bitches? Bitches.
Horse bitches. Alright, well, we'll take these 3 and I point at the 3.
What is this doing?
This horseman, I think he's having issues.
It's just having a stroke.
Yeah. Poor man.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I'm so
Why don't you just drop out of Discord and jump back in?
Maybe, we'll see.
Are we all doing it? I think we're all doing it.
Maybe, I don't know. The rest of the internet seems fine, so I don't really understand.
Internet.
Yeah, you pick out the 3 best horses, 225 more pieces, whoever's handing that over.
Jesus. That's right.
Right.
Well, in the last campaign we had nothing. We had nothing to spend our money on. Now we're getting rinsed by all these NPCs.
The cost of the real world, I'm afraid.
Take me back to the dungeon. I want to become
No.
a billionaire.
Yeah, take me back to the dungeon where I had all the money in the world and I couldn't spend it on anything.
Do anything.
This is
Just like
billionaire
lugging these
corpse.
bags of gold around.
Yeah, just dragging a fucking absolute unit's worth of weight. Like, come on!
I
I'm
was,
sure there'll be a shop around the corner.
Onwards we
I
go.
was playing Baldur's Gate the other day and my character was encumbered and I was like getting really angry as to why on earth was I encumbered, and it turns out he was just carrying too much money. It's like, yes, this is a great problem to have.
Yes,
poor
money
little
does
gnome.
have weight, guys.
My gnome wizard was carrying like 20k, and I was like, this is too heavy.
If you're carrying around 20,000 £1 coins, it is a significant amount of weight.
It's not really like bulk of coins. And my coin-lace coat.
Yeah, but it's still heavy.
They're gonna
Like,
have to
imagine
make
20
some-
grand in coins. It would be annoying.
We're gonna have to make some like.
If you consider it's like 1p, 10p, £1, that's the, like, just call it that. That's the ways. Okay, yeah, buy the horses. Where's the gold coming from? Give me gold. 225.
Alright, I'll split it between the 4 of us.
37.5 gold per person, please.
Okay.
Lovely job.
Is that between the
6?
6? I've already got a horse, so I don't need another one.
Wow.
Did you buy yours outright?
Yeah. My horse.
With your own money?
Yes, you did. In failing.
Alright, well then it's that much between 5. How much was it again?
225.
225 divided by 5. 45 each.
Much easier than 37.50. Excellent. You have 6 horses in your person, walking them through the streets. As you meet up at, I believe you said you were going to meet up at the Cork and Cask, and then head out south through Nicodranas. You go out the same way as you came. This is the road through the, back out through. Nope, where's my? Gimme.
Right.
Yes.
Has everyone got provisions? Are we ready to go?
We're all stocked up, I think, aren't we?
Let's make a move.
Don't need much.
Roll out,
Have we
soldiers.
met up with the dock lot?
Where are the dot lot?
Yeah, you met up at the Cork and Cast and started heading out. Horses in tow, cart left behind for the time being, as we head out to.
It's only a day and a half, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
Where the fuck is? Give me. Where's my travel at? Travel pace.
Oh, I'm excited to see my family. You wait. I think you're going to be blown away. Blown away by where we're going.
Are they all as fit as you?
Absolutely
No.
fitter. We are really tough. Like, no, not tough. We're very strict with our eating habits and our work. It's part of, the infirmary.
I mean, is like gorgeous.
Oh.
Blush.
Let's let this play out.
Well, that's very kind of you. I wouldn't describe myself as... I don't know, what did you use?
Fit.
Fit.
fit, but
I mean, as I said, I'm strong, so I'd say I'm fit. But, yeah. But thank you, that's very kind.
Yeah, I think you're hot stuff. I'm excited to see.
See,
blush.
see.
I'm excited to see more of your type.
I wonder when you
Absolutely.
get the soundboard then.
You
Meira
wait.
just looks like an orgy with Gwen's like sisters or something.
I have 3 of them.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, save one for Rafe. Come on.
I've got 3 sisters and a little brother.
I'm
I'm
betrayed.
the 4th youngest. So I've got 3 older sisters and then 1 little brother.
I think maybe the little brother won't be invited.
He's not like tiny. He's not like a tiny brother.
Best.
It's like this world. Shit happens all the time.
Oh, in that case, I'm excited to meet all of these beautiful people.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've lost my action bar for some reason. I don't know why.
Sounds
I miss them.
good.
I miss them. They're a good bunch.
Okie dokie. So, heading over to the Astral Infirmary, day and a half or so of travel. We'll do the campfire travel thingy again. Give me a minute. Turn this music down slightly. Boop a doop boop boo. Easy, comfortable, short. You contribute to this day and a half's worth of travel. We will start with Rev.
What do I need to roll?
What are you
Just
doing?
how-
on the
That's
journey?
how you-
depends on what are you doing to help the
I'm just
travel?
doing my normal. Just kind of checking for any weirdness on the side of the road, keeping a general lookout.
I'll have a perception check from you, please.
Certainly.
Great view.
That'll be a pass. Bada bing. Going down the list, Rafe.
I'm just keeping an eye out and looking for any signs of animal tracks or anything interesting on the way.
Charlie's frozen face is good.
Oh, this all froze for me.
So, yeah, that's just froze.
We're back in the room.
Do I need,
I
Dodge, do I need
I
to do
didn't see it
something?
that time. Survival check, please.
Sorry, okay. I didn't hear what you said because you froze.
So annoying. I don't get it.
Survival.
She's just going through a bad patch.
Six schools having a meltdown.
It doesn't make any goddamn fucking sense.
If we paid for nitro, then it wouldn't happen.
Never.
Don't even.
Anything happen?
Yeah, that's fine. That's a success. Spike.
I will be encouraging the horses with my harmonica.
Make me a performance check, please.
Oh, do I need like a fucking sonic damage check?
Depends how bad the roll is.
You have
Yeah.
deaf. The horses are now deaf.
That's fine. That's a success.
Everyone loves my harmonica. What's the problem?
Gwendolyn.
Yeah, I'm giving like Western vibes, by the way, as we're like trekking along the plains. It's like, oh, no,
No,
like cowboy,
cowboy,
Western kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you. I will like again, be in charge of like, the fire and building up the fire and kind of making sure we're surviving.
That'll be a survival check.
Yes,
Plus
I
1 for
know.
DC because it's been done.
Oh, has it already been done? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool.
Roll it.
Plus 1.
No, I'll do the plus 1. It's fine.
Okay,
Just trying to
okay.
be an 11. That'll do. Bada bing. Loose. Meira.
I was going to say navigating, but that doesn't make any sense because we're going to Kate's house.
Who? Whose house?
Who's Kate? She
Gwen's
sounds
house.
great.
Yeah.
She sounds bloody awesome.
The big house?
Go to Gwen's house. I am. What am I going to do?
If you want. You can choose to do nothing if you want.
Oh, don't do that. That's not good. No, that's not a being a team player.
You 100% can, though, if you want.
Can.
Like, no, fuck it. I do now.
I'll just choose the ones I'm good at.
But I am going to be looking at the map and making sure that we don't get lost with Gwen's help. But navigate. That's what I'm going to be doing.
I'll have a survival check, please.
Survival. I'm not going to be singing that song. Oh, hang on.
Natural 20 counts as 2 successes. This is going to be massive. And then finally, Soulia.
Soulia is going to be thinking a lot on his experiences at Nicodranos and trying to commune with with his self, more answers. Meditation, kind of, I guess, but delving into his mind.
Well, that helps the group, but
Yeah, sorry.
It does nothing to help the group.
Like, in this
That was eyes shut.
kind of thing, I wouldn't normally
Just sat on the back of a horse, just with his eyes closed, and we're just doing all the work around him.
He's coming across as quite clearly troubled by the last 2 days' experiences, as is Casper.
I don't blame him. Make me... I'm torn.
Sorry about that. I appreciate that it's a team task, and I think if
Make me just a straight up wisdom check, please.
okay. He is distracted. Ability check, yeah.
Yeah, okay, very nice.
Sweet.
Ooh. Okay. Nice. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Okie dokie. It's a very serene and peaceful kind of travel. The weather is beautiful, even for this time of year, where it's like kind of autumnness. As you head over in the direction of Raska Lake and the Astral Infirmary. You have to stop over for the night. You make camp in the plains. You keep watches, but nothing really is eventful during that time. And you wake up the next morning and head off, expecting to get there just probably before noonish time. But being set. As you crest over a hill and you see in the distance, you see the site of the Astral Infirmary. For the rest of you, it is a... from this distance, looks fairly small, but probably quite large. Round-domed, like, stone building that sits on a lakeside. I have a picture of it. Only in the night, but I have a picture of it anyway. Well, a bing, boom.
Home sweet home.
You approach from obviously the other side of the lake, but as you do see it, you see it's just this solitary building that sits on a lakeside. You can see the mountains of, familiar to you, to be fair, Rafe, and familiar to the people who've travelled near the mountain range that resides close by, and you see, as you approach, you arrive eventually at the doors of the Astral Infirmary.
Beautiful.
Is this your home?
Well, this looks nice.
Well, yes. I mean, it's a hospital mostly, but we do live attached to it. Yes. Right, come on in. I'll Have I seen anyone around that I might recognise? Like anybody?
Everything seems to be shut behind closed doors, which is not surprising to you.
No, that's fine. Okay, I will open the door.
Okay. As you open the very large wooden doors that slowly kind of creak open, you enter into a torchlit chamber, very large torchlit chamber, and you see a number of people like kind of walking up and down in like blue and white, kind of like robes that look to be next to nursing staff, we'll call them, who seem to be attending people who are asleep. As you looked at for the people who are... Gwen seems to walk in and stride in with confidence.
I'll wave to some of them that I know.
Yeah. They would kind of bow in your direction. With a kind of almost surprised look on their face, not expecting to see you in such a short time. For the rest of you, as you enter in, you would see, essentially a very long corridor to start. And flanked on either sides are just rows and rows of beds. In each bed is a person. Just human, all sorts of... It's a multicolored tapestry of all of the races, and they all seem to be in a very deep kind of sleep. Where's my music for Astral Infirmary? Twink.
Look kind of peaceful and nice, or does it look kind of weird and creepy?
Yeah, Gwen, am I gonna like catch any diseases or any shit here?
No, you're absolutely fine. Don't panic. You're fine.
All right.
As you start walking through, trying to be relatively quiet, not to disturb the sleep of these people, Gwen, a familiar face would crest around the corner and start kind of rushing towards you. It'll be your older sister, Yen. Yen carries a striking resemblance to Gwen for the rest of you. She is a little bit shorter and probably a little bit... Yen and Gwen, lolsies. She's a little bit, like, let's say, less heavy. She's thinner, shorter, obviously still human, but looks very similar, a little bit older in the face, and kind of rushes up towards, like, sister?
Yen, how are you, my love? And I give her a big hug.
She comes up, running up, and gives you a hug, trying to stay quiet in the meantime and keep a little bit of composure.
Yeah.
Gives you a long hug for a while, and kind of grabs you by the shoulders and, like, holds you back. And goes, "What are you doing back so soon? It's only been a month since you started your travel."
Well, we were in the area, and I wanted you to meet my new pals, and I just thought we'd come and say hi. We were in Nicodranas, you see, and also I thought I could. I've been having that vision still, and I just thought I could come here and, refresh the memories, maybe spend a bit of time in the temple. But these are my pals, and I will introduce everyone.
She would smile and greet all of you going past.
This is my oldest sister, Yen. Shall we go into the side room, or shall we go into the parlour?
Absolutely, yeah. Let's leave the ward for the time being.
How's mother? How's father?
They're both fine. Yeah, busy as always. There are, we've had a few more people arrive, but it's mostly been the same as you'd expect.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm sure Lilania will be, our greatest grandmother, will be pleased to see you safely returned.
Absolutely.
She would be happy to see you, I think.
I'd be happy to see her. Always happy to see her.
Come, let's go.
Okay, lovely. Come on then, team.
You go down the long corridor. As you come to what you think is the end of the long corridor, you can see a triangular-shaped dome at the end that leads out into the lake beyond. So there's kind of bright sunlight bursting through this part as you reach the end, whereas the rest of the corridor is kind of dark but lit by low light, like torchlight. As you head out, you can see beautiful view over the lake, and kind of steps leading down as you turn a crest to the left to go into a smaller room to talk you do notice as you peek to your right a similar sight of more beds and more people and more things just completely zonked out asleep, being attended to. As you dare dive into this left-hand room, the door is shut behind. You are all six of you in a kind of, it's like a staff area. There are many seats, tables, etc., kind of just for people to rest. There are a few people just eating and drinking in here, and relaxing for the time being. You said you're in the area, so we're glad to have you, and obviously, you're welcome to be here as long as you want. I'm just confused as to. I'd expected you to be away for a long time.
Well, I to be honest, I'm not sure when I'll get another chance to come and see you. So I wanted to share, what has been happening over the past.
We did receive your letter.
Oh, fabulous! Well, this is the team.
To see that.
These are my friends.
The team who I don't really understand the. I mean, I've not heard of Marquis Saliva, but I'm assuming he's one of the Marquises of one of the towns.
Yes, the Marquis of Phelan. We saved him. It was very exciting. I think you would have enjoyed it.
I'd be interested to hear all about it.
Absolutely.
From all of you.
My friend Soulia here is fantastic at telling stories, so he can tell you about that later on, maybe over once we've later on, Soulia. You need the how are the others? How is Amaria? How's Sarah? Oh, and how's Samuel? Is he still being a little pest, that one?
Yes. But he is learning to quiet down a little bit and try and get on with his duties, but he's often found just swimming in the lakes, which he gets shouted out constantly for, but we can't.
He has a little itch, that one.
Yes. No, I will gather the family will all come and meet you. Now if you'd like, I'll go and.
Well, only if they're not busy. Obviously, they've got lots of work to do to tend to all of our.
How about I set up a lunch in an hour or so, and we can all sit down then.
And I'll give everyone a tour.
Okay,
show them the
that sounds
lake
good.
And stuff.
I'll go and let everyone know you're back.
Lovely. All right then.
She scarpers out the door. There are a few people in here who were kind of listening in and happy to see you, that you've returned, kind of welcome you back, and then they would leave and give you all the room.
Right.
When?
Yes.
Treating these people for?
Well,
what's wrong with them?
They have.
Do you want me to jump in on this,
please.
or you? Okay. Well, would explain that the patients that come to the Astral Infirmary from far and wide have an illness that is known as astral affliction, where it starts with them periodically falling unconscious for no explained reason as to why they fall unconscious for indistinct amount of times. Could be a few hours or could be days. Eventually, once it's diagnosed as what they have, they come here to be cured of that affliction. The reason that they come here is because this temple is apparently close to a rift in astral space.
Wow.
Is what Gwen would explain.
Cool.
So that's why they look like they're all sleeping, but they're not. It's not contagious. You're not going to catch anything. We tend to them. And then when they wake up, we obviously look after them, and we contact their families and fill them in on anything that may have happened in that time. And once they're feeling strong enough, and they go through, a bit of physio and all the rest of it, a bit of meditation, they go off back to their homes, better prepared, and no longer being thrown.
Do they piss and shit themselves when they're asleep?
Well, our bodily functions don't tend to just stop, so yes.
Is
That's
that
That's
some
why
kind of
we're
magic thing you
here.
can do?
Well, that's what the nurses do with the magic way. They do, they clean it all up and they sort it all out. I mean, why is that your first question? Rafe?
What a
I don't know.
There
Well,
is,
I don't know
there is
either.
magic that can clean shit.
Right.
So
Yeah, there is. I've decided there is.
It just, I don't know, just sort of struck me that might be a logistical problem with lots of people turning up and falling
Well, they're
asleep
not all
for a week.
shit. They're not all, go and check on them if you like. They're not all
No,
lying in
I'm
their own
good.
shit.
I'm really good.
Alright. Right, what,
How
How
anyway,
long? How long do they sleep for?
it really depends. It varies. Sometimes they're asleep for days. Sometimes they're asleep for weeks. Sometimes they're asleep for months. The longest person we've had sleep, it was 2 years.
Does this
Does
does this affliction
Does
affect
that
everyone?
work? Does that
Or-
sound all about right?
Sounds good to me. Your place.
The longest person we had, they slept for 2 years, and it was very tough on them when they woke up.
I bet. Probably covered in
That's a
piss and
big
shit.
change.
They weren't covered in piss and shit, for God's sake.
Does this affliction affect everyone, or is it people of a certain age, or?
No, well, it afflicts people at random. I wouldn't say that it's particularly common in a particular demographic. It can strike you when you're young, it can strike you when you're old.
Is anyone working on a way to stop this in its tracks?
Well, we are also running a research centre here. No, we're not. Oh no, I don't mean that. All we know is that it happens. We know how to. We don't really know exactly why people get. Obviously, there are stories about this infirmary being next to a rift and that because of that they build up an immunity to it, and therefore they can fight it more easily. But we don't really know why it strikes. It's something we're working on. We're collating as many notes as we can. So
Your family carry a great and heavy burden looking after all these people. I truly respect you and the work that your family does.
well, thank you very much. You can tell them that yourselves when they come and meet you.
Oh, I will.
Do any of your family also have the same seeing sight gift as you? Wow, that was seeing sight.
Yes. Well, the
Do they have
visions. Well, it used to be that the ladies in the Starcaller family would regularly receive visions. The last person in my family to receive those visions before myself was my great-great-grandmother Lilenia. She's very, very old. And then, since then, it has skipped my grandmother, it skipped my mother, it skipped my 3 sisters, and obviously my grandmother's mother, and it somehow landed on me, and I'm not sure why. It was the largest gap in the visions that we've had in a long time. So, when I started having the visions, that's when we decided that I'd go off and find out what they mean. Hence why I met you guys, but now I'm back here, so it didn't go very far. Hopefully we'll find an answer later on.
There is a sudden crash as the door flies open at large speed and very loud noises as a young boy about 12 runs in and just jumps on Gwen's back.
Oh, Samuel, how are you? How are you, my lovely Sam?
I didn't expect you to be home.
Well, I just thought I'd pop by. Couldn't resist seeing you.
There are two girls that are slightly older than Gwen that are like hurriedly chasing after him like down the corridor, trying to light their footfalls. But obviously the boy must have just sprinted here as fast as he could. I'm gonna get in trouble now, but I'm glad to see that you're here.
Oh, Imaria, Sarah, how are you both?
They kind of like both flank each
Give them a
other.
hug.
they would all hug you as well. Be like, we can all meet your friends very soon, but come, let's go and get prepared for food. I'm sure Mother and Father are dying to see you,
Lovely.
as is our great-grandmother. Our great-great-grandmother.
Absolutely. Great. Oh, great. Don't mind.
Really great.
Let's go.
Super great.
Come on then.
You would meet the rest of the Jesus Christ, my brain. Starcaller children, the rest of you. Their names are Imaria and Sarah, spelled Sera, as the two girls, and then Samuel as the young boy. As you chat your way, you carry on down this corridor, again seeing more and more people just sleeping. I'm sure Rafe does a lot of investigation for piss and shit. You don't see any.
I do it subtly.
The nurses do take their job here quite seriously.
Well, no.
You have a reputation to uphold. You can ask them about it.
No.
If you're really interested, they'll be very willing to talk to you. They're very good nurses here.
It's alright, I don't really... It was just a quick question. You know, I
All
don't have
right.
a deep fascination in piss and shit, but...
Well, okay, that's good to know.
Fucking ridiculous. Can't believe that was your first question. And they're just fucking covered in piss and shit, as if it wouldn't have hit you the second you walked in. The door's open, you just be like...
Oh, God. As you walk through, I'm going to say that you see a few people that are kind of walking around. They are obviously
Covered in piss and shit.
patients that have awoken from or have been brought back.
Yeah, there seems to be set into various areas where people who are in deep slumbers and look like they may be there for days or weeks are set into one area as like people who are... It's almost like they move to a different ward as they're recovering. And yeah, you would carry on down. The temple's quite large and holds quite a large capacity of people. Upwards of maybe 150 or so patients. As you do kind of enter into a chamber that is full of very Gwen-looking family, a lot with white hair. Her father appears to have like long black hair.
I didn't take
as
that
they all
from
kind
my
of
father.
they all kind of group hug into you. Your grandmother Emmeline is also there, who would get up from a chair and come and give you probably the biggest hug of them all. The sort of surprised you is your greatest great grandmother Lilania, who is sat in her chair.
Very old.
So for the rest of you, she's probably over 100 years old as a human. She's looking on her. She's looking not so great.
She's looking painfully thin.
Her eyes are completely closed, as in she wouldn't be able to see anymore. She would hear Gwen come in and speak and be like, "Gwendolyn, my child, come give me a hug."
Oh, great grandmother. How are you?
She would feel frail. She would feel frailer than you remember as well. And
She's
the
piss and
message.
shit.
No comment on that one.
You look as
It's
wonderful
a yes.
as ever,
It's a
great
yes. I
grandmother.
got you. I know it. I'm a tracker. I know piss and shit.
Just enter the room.
I'll find it.
She would hug you frailly, as said.
Yes.
It's good to see you have come back.
It's a flying visit, great grandmother, but I'm glad to see you as always.
I completely understand that you have many things to work on and many tales to visit. You have many places to visit, your travels. You have friends with you?
I do. These are my friends. This is Rev and Rafe, and Spike and Soulia and Meira.
Hello.
It's interesting for the rest of you how even though she appears not to be able to see, she kind of looks in your directions as she points you out. Yeah, it's strange.
Fucking creepy.
And she would kind of like nod in like, it's a pleasure to meet you all.
They're a good bunch.
Fucking weird.
I heard that from your letters that you had already saved some people along the way.
Oh, it's what we do best. But, well, to be fair, we've already done it once. But it was really good. And we saved, the Marquise of Phelan.
It was all me.
Yeah, to be honest, it was.
Bitch.
Rafe did a lot of that work. We signed a blood oath, which kind of many had to. Fool.
That's
We learned a
concerning.
lesson.
I hope that oath is now broken.
It is. And he won't be making another one anytime soon, that's for sure.
Nope.
That's understandable. Absolutely. Please sit, all of you, and enjoy.
Lovely.
Thank you. We will.
Many catchings up ahead between Gwen and the family. For the rest of you, what are you doing in this time as the family meeting goes on and you're kind of like the 5 spare wheels here?
Telling the story of our adventures.
Okay, so the children are, all of the children are basically enthralled. Well, roll me a performance check, but it's not going to be a hard DC.
Normal check. Just a normal check.
Oh,
Yeah, just performance check, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're completely enraptured by the story of how you rescued the the Marquis of Phelan, as it's like the Star Wars scene with the fucking the whatever the Ewoks, whatever.
And he starts floating around the room.
And you've got Spike there playing harmonica to like boost it up a little bit as well. The rest of you, anything?
Darth Vader.
I love that bit. I would like some soup, please.
There's like a stew and bread that's laid out, so that's there's
That's what you get.
the selection isn't exactly I request a steak sandwich. This is the food and this is what you get. The stew's very nice. It's a
I eat
hearty
the stew and I just take it all in. I'm just here for the ride. Just thinking about my next move.
I was starting around. Rev?
Sniffing out that piss of shit.
I just eat dinner.
Oh, you're muted, I think.
You're muted, Charlie.
I just eat dinner, I guess. I guess I'm kind of intrigued by the magical nature of the hospital. I'm almost like, why are we here?
So I would say that you are sat next to Gwen's father, whose name's Grayson.
Yep.
He would introduce himself like, it's a pleasure to
Can
meet
I
you.
ask? May I ask? You guys seem to know a lot about magic and different planes and this kind of stuff. There is a weird forest blight to the north of here. Do you know anything about it?
What the hell? No. What the fuck is going on? My roll! Where is it? Forest blight. To the north of here. No, I can't say I've heard anything about that, but if I'm honest, we don't really spend too much time outside of the temple. I mean, I occasionally make trips to Nicodranas to buy supplies, but maybe monthly, bi-monthly. But no, I've not heard of a...
Look out for these crazy trees on the road, alright? It's pretty dangerous.
Crazy trees. I mean, it's rare for us to really travel through forests or trees, but yes, we'll keep a look. What have you seen?
It was a marrow tree.
Bone.
A tree made of bone.
It was
That's
really
pretty
weird.
fucked up, man.
Bone
But,
tree.
We taught it a lesson.
Interesting. Oh, well, I mean, I'll have a look out, but yes, I've not heard of anything as such. A bone tree or marrow tree. Seems odd. Seems very odd.
It was quite odd. It would suck you in and try and control your brain. But it didn't get any of us. And we saved someone as well in the process. So.
That's good to hear.
Badass.
It's good to hear that all of you seem to be fighting on the side of good, which is refreshing, I would say.
We like good.
We do. I think we're headed to... I think we're going to head to Port de Marley after this, though.
Oh, interesting. What takes you there?
Oh, just...
Old friend.
Yeah. An old friend of Meira's.
No.
I don't know more.
Well, I'm sure it'd be good to catch up.
Yeah, should be nice actually.
They were close. Seems very close.
Do you guys have a library here?
Are you looking for anything in particular? Our education of things outside of the medical or religious persuasion are quite slim. Yeah, I made up a word there. Religious persuasion are quite slim. But
It's probably not there. I'm looking for like a sorcery book, but if you have mainly medical and religious texts, it's probably not there.
Not so much in the way of sorcery, I don't think. No, it's mostly medical texts for us, I'm afraid.
Okay. Thanks anyway.
Did I tell you about my friend Soulia here? He can only remember the past year?
I think that's about right. Yes, a year.
He landed
What?
in a field. Totally naked.
Landed in a field. Your grandmother would pipe up. Emmeline would kind of look curiously towards Soulia. Landed in a field.
Aye.
You fell from a ship?
I do not know. I recall whilst we were in what's the name of that town?
Nicodranus.
Yeah,
Nicodranus.
Nicodranus. Whilst we were in Nicodranus, I approached a temple and of Pelor and had a vision of. It sounds ridiculous, really. Falling from the clouds, falling from the sky. But before that, walking through. I don't remember what.
The grandmother that you're speaking to kind of cocks her head a little bit, looking confused. But there is the the very old woman, the Lania Starcaller, would slightly lean forward in her chair as you hear a few of her bones crack, which is pretty disgusting. You must try and remember more of this vision, young Soulia.
Well, I was walking through a land of golden light. Yes, that's as much as I can remember it. And then I felt a sharp pain in my back, and I reached for my back as I'm recalling the vision. And then the next thing I remember is falling through cloud, through vapor, through what would feel like the sky, and seeing the world below me, and pain, so much pain. And then the next thing I remember is I woke up in a field.
Naked.
Naked.
Where's really the naked bit?
I don't know, I just feel like that isn't like the sort of thing that would happen.
Seems to be the bit you like the most.
Surrounded by flame and scorched earth, and the first person I remember speaking to is my good friend Dirk Simbleby, who took me in and let me stay on his farm to pay back the damage I'd done to his field.
Dirk.
Good old Dirk.
Simbleby.
Good man.
It's hard to read this woman's face due to the age and the lack of eyes. She would it would appear that she's studying you intently. Yeah, it's exactly like that, Elliot. Just like really gaunt face, like super thin, eyes closed because there's nothing in them. But
before waking up in Dirk's Field, I remember nothing apart from that vision.
she would kind of just stare at you for a little bit, like, I'm sure that in time your memories will return to you.
I hope so. I'd like to know who I am.
And tell me, Soulia, do you have a destination while you are traveling with these people?
There was mention of Rexcentrum. Some
Yes.
kind of or Rexcentrum. I don't know.
You were right the first time.
Yeah. There's apparently there may be people there who can help me remember more.
I think
Whenever I try to remember more myself, there's something blocking the way. It's like a cloud in my face that I can't shake away.
Turn back. I think that would be the proper path for you to take.
Rexcentrum. Very well. I wouldn't like to go alone. He looks around.
With any luck, you will not have to.
Thank you.
We'll be there. All the way.
And my Warhammer.
And my charm. Lack of.
Crickets.
I'll stay behind.
Well, I do believe, Soulia, that you could be the falling star in my vision. So I believe that you and I are inextricably linked.
A falling star.
Well, remember yesterday when we were talking in the pub,
Mm.
and my vision starts off with the sight of a flaming star falling from the sky, like rightly landing in a field of wheat. So I strongly feel that you are connected. I don't see anything else, but it feels like the same. So
It must have been me. Unless
it actually is a star.
unless people commonly fall, or stars or whoever commonly fall from the sky in this world.
It has been known to happen, but usually there's great destruction in its wake. And that didn't happen with you, I mean.
No. Lucy's just gone upstairs to put Casper to bed again, or at least try to. So
No worries.
Well, I can only hope that my memories return. I'll continue to try and recover them in my own way before we get to Rexcentrum.
Maybe spending a little time with the Moonweaver might help.
Well, she is known for her healing. If my memory is damaged, perhaps she could assist me, or at least help me
This
become
is the place
part
to
of my own
be.
self. I hope so.
Well, go and heal. Go and lay down and sleep. See if it does anything. We'll wake you up.
Well, it's only
See,
lunchtime.
Shouldn't piss myself.
Damn it! You're on to me.
I
I want to see if you're pissing.
I know your plan, Rafe.
You are obviously all welcome to stay here for as long as you wish. You do not have to stay in the wards with the infirmed. We have guest rooms for you all, so please stay for as long as you like. Unfortunately, most of us will have to go back to work to look out, but please enjoy the surroundings.
I'll take you down to the lake.
Is there any way I could help? I feel it wouldn't be right to stay here for the night without to help.
You are our guest, and
And you don't know what
You
you're
do
doing, so just don't worry about it.
well, I wasn't going to say it that way, but Do not worry, you are a guest.
At the very least, I could do some washing, laundry, change some bedpans, whatever you need.
It's not necessary, but thank you for your offer.
Very well.
They would all kind of stand and be like, we hope to see you for dinner this evening. We all get back to where we're going. And Gwen, it's so good to have you back. We will hopefully see you for a lot longer before you take off.
I'm afraid, as I said, it's yeah. I mean, we're probably going to have off tomorrow.
Well, then it was great to see you.
But
in this
obviously,
interim before you head off to your next adventure.
Yes, we'll be around tonight.
Will we?
Excellent.
See you later.
Okay. They all.
Bye, Frost.
Lilania, who kind of. Fucking.
Wow, that was a big one.
Yeah, what the hell is going on? What the fuck is going on?
Is Steam messing up?
Steam?
I don't even have Steam
No,
open.
Sorry, not Steam, sorry. Discord, I mean.
Yeah, it's got to be Discord. I literally am not looking at anything else.
I've got
So
a
annoying.
good connection.
Everyone froze.
Yeah, I mean, my connection's fine too, either way. Where was I? Yeah, the only person who would stay put is Lilania, who would kind of be smiling as you all exit, as you head down to the lake. Yeah, I'm going to kind of time skip a little bit as you kind of walk around. The area around this place is absolutely stunning. You do see a few of the patients who are kind of walking around now, trying to stretch their legs as they are not in their sleeping state, kind of like nod towards you as you come past. And they're just kind of, stretching around, trying to take swims in the lake as well, trying to recover just kind of like motor functions, especially ones who've been like out for a while. Unless anyone has any kind of craziness to do, we will skip forward to the dinner of the evening, which will then carry on. And unless anyone wants to bring up any crazy conversations, then we would head to the evening. Wouldn't it?
No.
I'm sorry, you go.
I know I've got all my crazy conversation out. It's fine.
It was all piss and shit, yeah. Excellent.
The only thing I'm going to ask is of the old woman, if there's anything she could do for me to help me recover my memory. But...
If you would speak to Lilania, she would repeat, you say you are drawn to Rexintrum, or have been told to go?
Been told.
To Rexintrum. Who told you this?
The priest at Pelos Temple.
Yes, you should head to the Chandri of the Dawn.
That's the one.
That would be a wise course of action for you, I think. It is very clear that you are what Gwen has perceived in her visions.
Oh. Well, I'm not sure he's the only one in my vision either.
Who else is in your vision?
Yes, I'm beginning to see that perhaps you may have found some of the people you were looking for.
I believe I may have.
If by chance alone, but then is anything really chance?
Well, not according to the great gods. Cool.
Okay.
Bye, Granny. Can we wheel her off into the corner of the room and face her against a wall or something?
That's great granny to you, you son of a bitch. Into the evening time, there would be a little surprise for all of you. Not so much to Gwen, she may not have even mentioned it because probably passed her mind. The evening meal's had, and you're just getting towards the night time now. And chamber's been made up for you. As you kind of walk past where the lake was, and you kind of spent the afternoon just relaxing, you would notice that the lake itself, it's hard to do in picture because it makes the sky pink and purple as well. But as you look over the lake in the night sky, there is a pink and purple starlight shimmer to the entire surface of the water, which makes this place even slightly more magical than it was before. What's more strange to the rest of you is that no one really pays it much attention, including probably Gwen, to be honest.
Grew up with that shit.
Mm.
That's just what lakes look like, isn't it?
I've heard of this place, but that's something else. I've never seen anything like that.
Truly beautiful.
Anyone like to go for a swim?
Yeah.
I think we're not allowed, are we? I'm pretty sure they're banned.
No, it's gonna mess up my hair. I'm good.
Water seems a bit spooky.
It's not spooky.
Do you normally go swimming? Maybe your sisters want to come with you?
No, they're busy.
They're busy?
Well, they're very, very, very busy. So busy, Rafe.
They might be really
to
dirty
be
and they want
honest,
to clean off.
I tell you what. Go on, have a go.
No, it's good.
I don't mind.
No, don't worry.
It's not up to me. It's up to them. If they want a piece of that, they're their own women. Do what you want.
It sounds positively terrifying. I might just go to my own.
The women in the Starcaller family are quite something. So if you think you can handle it, be my guest.
I think I can handle it, but it doesn't sound like it doesn't matter. I'm going for a fucking swim on my own. I can deal with all this.
I mean, I'll go for a swim. I love swimming in this lake. It's my home.
It's one down. Nice.
I thought it was illegal, but if not, then I'll go for a swim.
You saw people swimming in it earlier, so
Nice.
There's nothing weird in there. There's no monsters.
Nice. That's what I like.
Yeah.
except the mega shark.
Not
And then
yet.
when you come out, you might be a bit shiny. That's all.
The sunken temple of Dagoth Dur rises from the water.
It's just the squid thing from Lord of the Rings. I stole it, beat for beat. Yeah, I mean, if you want to jump in, you can. It's the water is still water. It's exactly the same.
Yeah,
Just has
it's
this weird
shimmering.
purple and pink shimmer
Yes.
that's to it, which gives it this weird effect.
Well, it's nice. We play lots of water games together.
Polo, yeah.
We're built bonding with making friends.
We're making friends.
I'm not being creepy at all, by the way, in this.
Oh no.
I'm being like swimming. I'm just being a nice guy.
Yeah.
That's
That's
my
fine.
new.
Water. Wait, these are your pants.
Skinny dipping.
Being had, unless anything wants to be achieved at that point, you would head to sleepy times.
Yeah.
You will get separate. You'll get separate chambers, and that is grand.
That's
Sorry, what were you saying?
I'll just go to my room.
Yeah. I mean, makes sense. It hasn't changed. No one's taken residence or whatever. It's still
Yeah.
yours. Excellent. You all head off and go to sleep unless anyone wants to do anything crazy. When Gwen, not so long after you kind of start heading to bed, there's a knock on your door.
Come in.
It's your younger brother,
Mm.
and he would come in and say, great grandmama wants to see you.
All right. I'll rustle his hair.
And
Are
just
you
kind of,
behaving? Make sure you're doing
Yeah.
what mother and father are telling you.
I do.
If you keep your head down, do a bit of work, you'll be able to get out of here someday, alright? Not long now.
And just runs off.
Yeah, I like your little shit. Alright, I'll go down and find great grandmama.
Yep, you head further down the corridor and come to a door on your left, which you know is hers. You knock. She would say, "Come in," and you would enter, I imagine.
I do.
She is sat next to a fire, kind of wrapped up in kind of blankets in the same kind of chair that she was sat in. Like, "Come in, dear, sit next to me."
I will, I'll go and sit down, I'll make sure she's warm.
Yeah, she's pretty much right next to the fire. It's a bit too warm for you, to be fair, but
Yeah.
clear that she's still pretty cold, which is, unfortunate.
Mhm.
She would kind of reach out to grab hold of your hands. And it seems that you have made great headway into your visions and found a good number of the people that our mother has requested of you. Whether you know it or not.
Well, I mean, I had my suspicions. Obviously, Soulia being the obvious one. What about Meira? I mean, who else do you think is in my vision?
It's hard to know without the gift of sight, but I would say that your friend Soulia is most definitely a servant of the Dawnfather. And I hope that with an attendance to the Chandri of the Dawn, they could help him unlock some of his memories.
Do you think how soon do you think that's an urgent mission?
Depends on... I don't expect his memory to come back of its own accord.
So you think the only way for him to get his memory is to go there again?
I think they would be able to guide him in the best way.
Right. Well, as I said, we were heading to Port Damali. Meira has got a friend. Spider.
Which would also correlate to one of the people in your visions, wouldn't it? If her friend is named Spider.
So you think... do you think the others are in there?
I would say so, but without knowing them... Oh, she remembers.
Yeah.
Okay. It would be, as said, without the gift of sight, it is more hard to tell. But I would say that yes, but what seems odd is that there appear to be only 2 parts of the vision left, with 3.
Do you think there's more to come? To be honest, bits have been slowly added on to the end. There has been more to it.
There would always be more to come, I think.
Right.
Now, Gwendolyn, I must tell you, I will... If you are planning to leave on the morrow, it is unlikely that you will probably see me ever again.
Don't talk like that, Grandmama.
It is
the strongest one of us all.
It is the truth. And I do not understand how the gift has passed through my children and their children to you, but that is the situation that we have. And I'm glad that I have lived long enough to see one of my family become chosen of the Moonweaver as I was in my youth.
It's a heavy burden, but one I will carry with great pride.
Now, as you know, in my youth I also travelled to gain better understanding of the world and follow the path that she laid out for me, and eventually returned to this temple to continue on the healing of the astrally infirmed, which will also be your charter as well. And as you know, as your children and their children and their children's children will continue on. However, there are secrets that no one knows about this place and this family that only the chosen of the Moonweaver is subject to know. And as I've said, it is unlikely that you will see me again. So I must divulge this information to you now, lest it is too late.
Oh, blimey.
You believe, because that is what you have been taught, that the reason that we are able to heal the astrally infirmed, and the reason why this place is so in touch with the astral plane, is that there is a rift that sits around here that we have built this temple on.
Yes.
That is not entirely the truth.
Oh, all right.
Below the lake, sealed away behind a door that I have never seen and will never see, is what I've been told and what I believe to be true, a great beast from the astral plane, which feeds on the souls and memories of these people.
Sinister AF.
Oh shit.
Now, we are fortunate that we are able to bring most of the people back from this horrible experience, out of their astral projections, and back into their bodies without much harm. But you know as well as I that not everyone survives these projections.
And many come back different.
Most come back different. Some don't come back at all. Now, I have visited the astral plane in my youth, and while you know it as a void and empty space, I can assure you that there are many dangers that lie in that place, and there are many dangers that lie below this lake.
Right. I told my friends there was nothing to worry about this evening when we went swimming.
That is because that is what you believed, and that's what you were told.
I said there's nothing horrible in there. Oh. Okay.
The reason I'm telling you this is because you, like me, will have to make the choice. Same choice that I chose to keep for my 60 to 70 years of running this place. You will have to choose whether the people of this world come back here and face life and death, being astrally projected and being feasted on by this great beast, or to eliminate the beast. Now, it was too late for me when I returned. I had already started a family. My adventuring days were over. However, you are the chosen of this family now, and that decision will fall with you.
What kind of beast is it?
I couldn't possibly know. But all I've been told is that it is something vast and from the astral sea. Now, it must be locked away, otherwise it could escape. All I can tell you is that one time I have been down there and I have seen a doorway, but I never stepped through.
Is it very deep in there?
It's pretty deep.
How did you get down there?
I swam.
Bloody hell, you're a good swimmer, Graham.
I was.
Okay, so is this a secret that I keep completely to myself, or is this a secret I share with my friends?
This is a secret that only the chosen of Sehanine can know. I do not tell anyone else.
Yes. But
Unless there's another chosen.
unless they are actually chosen because they're in my vision.
If you wish to slay the beast, then obviously you will need help. What you will not be able to do is convince the others of us until you have children of your own, and hopefully another chosen of Sehanine is found. Someone who shares the visions like you and I do.
Okay. Thank you for...
I'm sorry to give you this burden, but as I said, this is the last chance, I think. I was hoping you would have more time.
It's okay. Thank you for sharing this with me. I will do everything I can. I cannot make a decision yet.
I do not expect you to.
No, I know. I will. Okay, I will think on it. Thank you.
I was so glad to see you and the friends that you've made, and I hope that you all do great things.
You are a wonderful woman, grandmother. Sorry, that's weird to say to Dodge. You are a wonderful woman.
Thanks!
You have been a shining star.
Granny.
And I'm sure that I will see you again somewhere.
I hope so.
In hell.
Not in hell. May she rest in peace in hell.
And then I will make sure she's comfy and like sit with her for a bit.
Hello, over her head.
I will sit with her and I will hold her hand and look into the fire and you know, think about what she has told me.
I reckon this moment feels like a song would go quite well. Like a really sad song. I reckon you should sing it.
Is Spike like sitting in the corner?
No, I reckon you should sing it. It's like roleplay.
I will sing her a song. I'll sing her a lullaby.
Far river.
That's not sad. Where's Enya? Let it be.
Probably it's Into the West that we want to be hearing, yeah.
Cool. I will say that both of you kind of sit there in contemplation and silence for a while.
Yeah.
Before you
I will
wish
kiss
her
her
goodbye.
forehead and
Yeah.
when she falls asleep, I'll kiss her forehead and
Bit of slap bait now.
make sure she's comfortable and then head back to my bedroom.
Yeah. And then unless anyone else is doing anything craziness, we will skip ahead to the very next day. You all awake after a nice and peaceful sleep. For some of you,
Best
probably not so
sleep
much Gwen.
you've had in such a long time.
The rest of you guys have a really nice sleep. Gwen
Is that because
probably.
we're getting feasted upon by some demon?
No,
Yeah, is there no dreams because they're actually eating my dreams?
What are you?
you know nothing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow. Yeah, you come back. It's a beautiful morning as you look out over. It's a real shame that the kind of purple-pink kind of effect in Gossamer disappears during the day, but there's still a nice bright sunshine over the lake, and it's very picturesque. As you awake to a family breakfast, as well as everyone else who is sat in here, it's pretty manic in the mornings. By the look of it, people are literally grab and going. They just grab stuff, run off to patients and stuff, see who's actually woken up. Yeah. I will leave this rest of this up to you guys because you're starting on new days.
We might as well crack on, I guess. Head back to.
If anybody else wants to, unless anybody else wants to see if there's any more information here, but I don't think there is.
Gwen, have you done everything you needed to here? It's,
I believe I have, yes. I'll go and like stock up on provisions or something and give us
Raid the house dry.
Yeah, get all your washing done.
Yeah, drop off 3 months worth of washing. Like, I'll be back
in
one
the
day.
morning I wake up and my armor's been polished and
By who?
I don't know.
And I look
The
really,
midnight armor polisher comes in.
Yeah.
I'm really tired. I'll do anything for love.
What we did not cover is the huge goblin slave pack that they have underneath the.
Yeah.
Under the temple is just floors of slaves, just floors upon floors of slaves.
Absolutely. Little house elves.
Did you really think we wiped up all the piss and shit?
I knew piss and shit. That's why I was surprised. I was like, there's no piss and shit. Are you trying to tell me? You trying to tell me these good-looking girls are running around cleaning up piss and shit? I smell goblin slave.
This episode brought to you by Piss and Shit.
That's it. The episode is called.
We're not calling it piss and shit.
Piss and shit.
Excellent. Okay. So you have your breakfast and you prepare for leaving, by the sounds of it. The rest of you pack up. You exchange farewells to the Starcaller family. Gwen, I will leave this kind of bit up to you. The family's all there, all of them.
I'll go and I'll hug them all and I'll say goodbye to them all. I'll reiterate what I said to Samuel last night. It's like, keep your head down. Stay on the
He
good
kind of
side.
looks. He kind of looks pretty upset, but he's trying to hide it.
And I'll see you soon, alright? I'll try and send letters when I can, alright? I'll keep you up to date. And be good. Because mother and father and all of my sisters.
I am good.
I know you're good. Of course you're good.
But you could be great.
You could be great.
Take the extra power. Dive into the lake. Take the power.
As I said, I'll see you soon. I'll keep you posted.
Great.
If you want to send us a message,
Good luck.
you probably might not be able to.
Well,
Sorry. But
You one of you said last night that you had a house in Phelan.
no,
We can
that
send
is
letter
true.
there.
Absolutely, that is true. Send it
Who
there.
should
I forget.
Who should I make the letter out to aside from you? Who should receive it?
Well, we have a fantastic housekeeper called Cecil Shoutdyer. She's great. She'll keep the letter safe.
Excellent. Okay, well, we'll keep that in mind.
They pronouns, not she, her. So.
Oh, sorry, they
Oh,
are
no.
great.
They.
I apologise.
do not assume her gender, please.
Their gender.
I said gender.
And then I'll get to my great grandmother and I'll obviously give her an extended hug and say, stay safe, all of you. And I'll see you soon.
We hope to hear from you. We'll send word to Cecil Shoutdyer, Phelan, but good luck on your travels, and we hope to hear from you soon.
Absolutely.
Excellent. As you familiarly take the step out of the Astral Infirmary for the second time, taking a look back, you see the family at the door, kind of waving as you head off on horseback into the plains with the rest of the vagabonds.
Whoa.
Do-do-do-do.
We go. Nice.
We can skip the travel for the day and the day and a half. Bing bong. As you crest into there. Nothing eventful would happen unless you wanted it to over the day and a half travel back. As
I
you
wanted
arrive.
to.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to do anything. I just want something eventful to happen to us.
Well, you
Event me.
You rolled very well, and this is a very low risk area. So.
Oh, okay.
But an ancient white dragon lands at your feet. You are walking through very safe places. Everything is fun.
Okay. That's fine. I don't need to be evented today.
There'll be plenty
You
of
would
events
arrive
social.
back in Nicodranus at the... Yeah, and I would say that's probably where we will end for the time being. With the arrival back in Nicodranus after a brief visit to the Astral Infirmary.
Does she
Unless you
tell
want
us?
to stay out getting a boat before.
I think I'll probably leave that for next time.
Alrighty.
We need
Because...
to prepare a boat.
Not necessarily like I need to prepare a boat, but like if you decide that you don't want to take the boat, then we now have to be like, actually, cancel the boat and we're going to go somewhere else. So might as well come up with, that's where we'll do that bit then. So that makes more sense.
Did Kay tell us about all of the... Did Gwendolyn
That is
tell
entirely
us?
up to Gwen.
No, she doesn't tell anything.
Makes
She
sense.
might have a little chat with Soulia about going to Exandria, and seems like that's
Do you wanna-
kind of where, I don't know.
Do you want to do that on the
Bring
travel?
that
I.e. now?
Yeah, we could do that on the travel home.
Okay.
I'll just have a little chat with Soulia and be like,
Rewind. On the first day of travel back towards Nicodranas.
I'll keep it quick. Soulia, my grandmother really thinks you need to go to Exandria
I know.
soon.
Cool, cool chat, guys.
Okay, great.
I know I did too. Nice. Bye.
I don't. The impression, well, what she said to me was, you know, she's a very wise woman. She's had the visions. Maybe she says that that's the place, that's the only place for you to be able to find your memories.
I know, and I do want to go. I just didn't want to burden everyone with travelling quite so far in what looked like a bit more of a dangerous territory than where we are now.
I understand. And we will go when you're ready. As I said, you are definitely in my vision. There's no question about it. So I will be with you every step of the way.
Thank you, Gwen. That means a lot. You're a good friend, I think.
Thanks. And you're a great storyteller.
Oh, thanks.
Do you guys want to get a room? Or...
God, what is it? And then is that just like Rafe like sneaks up beside us and says, "Oh, Rafe, for goodness sake, get your brain out of the bed sheets."
Bring out the bed sheets. I like that. Yeah, I'll just say it. Yeah, like we'll discuss it with the rest of the party once we've
Absolutely.
completed our dealings in Port Damali.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Cool.
And the evening would follow uneventfully, and you would arrive the next afternoon in Nicodranas on horseback, and that is where we will end the episode there. Dun, dun, dun.
Should we name our horses?
For those of you viewing, before we go this evening, if you'd like to name one of the horses that we've just bought, then please add it to the comments of this video.
Oh,
Yeah.
very
I'm sure you
good.
named the first three, if you remember them.
The
Then
first
point
three
to
are
It's
named.
Tootsie and Roll, and I don't know what Meira's one is called.
It's,
Fine.
Diablo? No. I wrote
Diablo.
it down.
I've written it down as well.
Yeah. Name my horse.
I've written it in persons of interest.
Excellent.
So we have
I
three
might
horses.
name mine Sarah.
Give us the names of those horses in the comment section.
You're going to
El
name the
Dante.
horse Sarah.
Dante.
Oh, Dante and his Inferno.
So there are 3 horses. No, yeah, 3 horses to name.
Well, if you donate £1,000, then you can name the horse.
Yeah.
Or just a nice comment.
Like and
Yeah,
subscribe.
Someone who's watching the show,
Yeah, like and
not
subscribe.
not Chinese bots.
I'm happy
Just
with
leave one comment, and you'll get it. Cool. That's it.
We could have one horse.
And we'll
like,
give you a shout out in the next show
subscribe,
as well.
and comment.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, and click the bell is the
Yeah.
Cool. Right, that's the end of the session. Peace out, team.
Bye.
Join us next time
Yeah.
for Nicodramas Adventures.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Fuck you, viewers.